Hello, everybody. Hey, I have two of my good friends up here on the stage with me. First, I have our next artist, Mr. Jeremy Camp, right here. That's right. And I have my other friend, Jon Erwin. Now, many of you know Jon, but maybe you know the film he directed. How many of you saw the film I Can Only Imagine? Raise your hand up. Wow, that's a lot of people, Jon. Well, Jon had nothing to do with that film. Jon was the director of that film. And so here's the really cool thing. Jon Erwin has just finished shooting, and they're now editing a film about the life of Jeremy Camp. So this is gonna be awesome. The name of the film is I Still Believe. So Jon, what caused you to want to do a film about the life of Jeremy, apart from the fact that he has the looks of a leading man?
Yeah, just look at him.
And he has really big biceps. He has big biceps. Why?
Well, first of all, my wife's here. We're Beth in the press box. We're celebrating 15 years tonight. It's our anniversary.
Congratulations.
Nowhere else we'd rather be.
Congratulations.
And from all of us, man, congratulations on 30 years. Well done, and what an amazing accomplishment. We tell stories. We all have a calling in life. My brother and I, God gave us a camera when we were teenagers, and we tell stories that are entertaining, hopefully, that we want to entertain you, that are emotionally relatable, but that showcase the power of the gospel. A film can entertain you. The gospel can change your life, and we want to give people the gospel.
Amen.
And so it's all about the story, and we after I Can Only Imagine, we were not looking really for another a music movie, but we sat down with Jeremy and his wife, Adie, who's here, our producer, Kevin, who's here. We all sat down with him, and the story was so emotional and moving and beautiful. It was just one of those great love stories, like like The Fault in Our Stars or The Notebook, and I was so moved by it. I was crying after the interview that we just thought this has to be our next film. The story was just that good, and it comes out next March.
That's right. So Jeremy, it's a love story, but it's a bittersweet love story.
Yeah.
Because it's about your wife, Melissa, and it didn't quite go the way you had hoped it would go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we got married, knowing that she had cancer, and went into it not knowing what was going to happen. But I knew I was supposed to marry her, and 4.5 months into our marriage, she went to be with the Lord. And so this whole story is just kind of showing how we met, showing how literally her faith, in the midst of the hardest times, was so strong that it encouraged me to continue on. And, I'm looking at, I was telling you earlier, I was here singing that song about 15 years ago here in Anaheim Stadium with some of you guys, and now to be a film being made to show the hope of Jesus, it's very surreal, because you get to the point where you're like, okay, God, what are you doing? Are you still using this? And he's like, I want to use this to a greater scale. So he's been doing a lot of work in my heart, which is good for preparation, because I believe that God wants to use this to change a generation. I believe that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes, Jeremy, people accuse Christians of not dealing with reality. What are you talking about? We deal with reality. But we know that, yes, there's life on earth, but we know there's life beyond. You know that you'll see your wife again. You've since remarried a wonderful lady, but your first wife, Melissa, is in heaven. You'll see her again. So what has happened here is this story that has happened to Jeremy is going to be used to bring hope and help and encouragement to those that are struggling. So we're so thankful. Who did they cast? I know they came to me originally and said, would you play Jeremy's great-grandfather? Which was, I said no. But who did they cast as you, Jeremy?
So there's a TV show called Riverdale. There's a kid named KJ Appa. I don't know if you guys know KJ Appa.
They know who he is.
Did you hear the crowd just go all teenage girl there? That happened.
It was amazing. He took this role on right in the middle of a few months off that he had from filming, and he really believed in the story. He stepped into it and played his heart out. I was there the whole time, and he was in it. It's beautiful. I feel like God's going to be glorified, and that's the whole point why we're doing this.
So that's great. In a moment, we're going to see a preview of this trailer. Has this been released yet, Jon?
It's the first time we've shown a trailer on, it's like in a square, some of it on Instagram.
Nice.
But this is the first time it just came out, and it's the first time we've hit play in a venue like this. You guys want to see a trailer?
Well, hang on one sec.
We're going to show it to you in a minute.
uno momento. So it's coming out in March, and we'll see the trailer in a moment. But aren't you going to work in another film after that?
You know how they say sort of it's all been leading to this? We've been working so hard with films like I Can Only Imagine, Now I Still Believe. But the thing that I've been wanting to do for so long that started our relationship together is tell the story of what Time Magazine called the Jesus Revolution, and just a story of God rescuing a generation. Yeah. And I want to see something like that in my time. And we've been researching it for like 3 years. The script is done. We're going into pre-production, so it's I Still Believe, and then it's Jesus Revolution. So it's coming very soon.
It's going to be awesome. Hey everybody, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. We're constantly updating it with new content and never seen before content. So if you want to get the latest from Harvest, hit the subscribe button.